British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your host, James Ngo, and these are your 10:30 news headlines. We begin today in Metro Vancouver, where those wanting to fill their gas tanks will have to pay a little extra. Gas prices have suddenly risen to roughly $1.80 per liter, up around 10 to 15 cents from August. Prices have been going up steadily over the past week, fluctuating between $1.55 and $1.65 over the last few days. Gas companies tend to raise prices around the end of summer each year due to the lack of travelers after the summer season. And now, our host Leah Warren is here to let you know what's coming up later this afternoon.
Thanks, James. So our reporter Selena Teixeira is going to find out how people are finding community through book clubs and how book talk or book-related TikToks are bringing people together. Staying local, Isabella Vertone will be talking to BC Ferries Media Relations Advisor to discuss the recent overboards over the weekend and how BC Ferries is addressing prevention in the future. Back to you.
Thank you, Leah. In other parts of the country, the Alberta government is set to revise its school library book ban after the announcement was rescheduled from last Friday. Education Minister Demetrius Nicolaides says that officials needed to ensure a revised order was clear for all school boards in the province. The initial order would have prompted the removal of over 200 books from Edmonton's public school board alone, including Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale. Premier Danielle Smith has said the revised orders would now only target books with sexual images. Industry Minister Melanie Joly says industries will get their fair share of the $5 billion fund for those affected by U.S. tariffs. Speaking alongside leaders in the aluminum industry today, Joly says that the goal is to ensure the metal industry remains competitive in the global market. While she does not give a specific dollar figure for how much they will receive, she has a general idea.
The Quebec aluminum sector will get its fair share, and we believe that with the projects that are being discussed right now with Alcoa, with Rio Tinto, and with Alouette, it's hundreds of millions of dollars.
The vast majority of Canada's aluminum is produced in Quebec, where much of it is exported to the United States. In the Middle East, Israeli and Gazan forces exchange attacks today as Trump gives Hamas his last warning regarding a ceasefire. Israel struck yet another high-rise building in Gaza City, claiming that the site was one of Hamas's observation posts that Israel is targeting. Meanwhile, in Jerusalem, Palestinian attackers opened fire at a bus stop, killing 6 and wounding 12 more. Hamas leaders called the attack a natural response to the Israeli actions. U.S. President Donald Trump says he has given Hamas his last warning, as Arab officials described a new U.S. ceasefire proposal. In Nepal, a protest in the capital city of Kathmandu turned violent, resulting in many casualties. Protesters showed up outside the parliament building to demonstrate against political corruption and a social media ban in the country. As demonstrations continued, some protesters began to climb the walls of the building, prompting security to respond with tear gas canisters, water cannons, and rubber bullets. 19 people were killed during the protest, with dozens more being injured. Dr. Badri Rizal of the National Trauma Center in Kathmandu said that there are 58 injured people at the hospital, most with injuries to their head and chest. The Greater Vancouver and Regina food banks have partnered up to fight hunger in the two provinces. The two have agreed to a cross-province trade agreement that sees wheat, grains, and oats coming to BC, while fresh veggies make their way to Saskatchewan. Regina Food Bank CEO John Bailey says that the trade helps them share a surplus while also filling gaps on food bank shelves. For our forecast today, I hate to say it, but summer's over. Right now, cloudy skies remain over our heads with a small chance of rain. The sun will peek through the clouds around 1 p.m. and should be out until sunset. The clouds will remain tonight and into tomorrow morning, where more rain is expected. That's all for now. Thank you for listening. Once again, I'm James Ngo, and you're listening to BCIT's The Crow.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
It's your career, your vision, your goal. Navigate it your way. Flexible learning is designed for you. Learn a new skill or earn a degree at your own pace. BCIT, flexible learning for a complex world.